I want to teach you a very important concept of gemstones in the D10 chart. Two principles. People can make it 100 lines, 200 lines. I will finish it off in 2 lines, just 2 lines, and that is end of all the discussions, right? If, and let me tell you, don't say anyone that you're going to earn a lot of money after wearing. Of course, that person can earn a lot of money through decision making, through right decisions, through judgment. But you don't sell rice by saying that you're going to make a pulao out of it and it's going to be the best pulao in the world. Only you say is that whatever kind of rice you make, it is going to be the tasty, the quality is going to be high. Okay, so you can make a khichdi also. You can just boil the rice and eat with dal, right? And you can make a biryani, a Hyderabadi biryani also, whatever, right? So the thing is, how you utilize your gemstone is very, very important. Rather than you wait for an opportunity to come or you go grab that opportunity. Whether you wait for someone to approach you or you make someone approach you. I mean, there are ways to create opportunities as well, isn't right? Opportunity is not that it will come always. You have to create it at times, right? For an example, someone who's very close to me and come, Guruji, I would want to work for Rudra Vedic Academy, and I tell to Naman that Naman, he or she wants to work for RVA, and Naman and the other directors say that we don't have any position. So then we tell them to create a position, right? So that this person is adjusted. So that's how the life is. At times, after wearing gemstones, you have to work little harder and create opportunities for yourself. That's how you become successful. Otherwise, you won't, right? So gemstones help you to create opportunities, right? So principle number 1. Suppose you are a Daitya Lagna in the D10 chart. What is the meaning of the Daitya Lagna? Daitya Lagnas are the Lagnas which are the Lagnas of Saturn. Okay, so suppose you're 10 or 11 Lagna, Asura Lagna. Okay, or you are 2 and 7 Lagna. Or, usually it happens with 3, 6, 2, 7, 10, and 11. These Lagnas. Okay, what are Lagnas? 3, 6, Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Capricorn, and Aquarius. If you have any of these Lagnas in the D10 chart, one major mistake people do is that if they see a weak malefic in the Kendra or Trikona, because for these Lagnas, many malefics are friends. Saturn is a friend, basically the major malefic is the Saturn or the Rahu or the Ketu. Okay. And if there is any other Lagna also, which is a Davya Lagna, but because then there are malefics in the Deva Lagna also, like Sun and Mars. They're also malefics. The principle is, if you have a weak malefic in the Kendra, now this principle was exactly opposite in the D1 chart. Okay, if you have a weak malefic, suppose Saturn is debilitated in the Kendra. Saturn is debilitated in the Kendra. Okay, or you have Sun weak in the Kendra, Mars weak in the Kendra, any planet which is malefic. So what are malefic planets? The highest malefic planet is Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, Surya, Mangal. Okay, but Ketu is not completely malefic. Lot of astrologers will say Ketu is benefic. It is slightly malefic like Surya. You will never ever suggest gemstone for a weak malefic in the Kendra or Trikona of D10. Full stop. Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why? Because a weak malefic in the Kendra of the D10 is a Raj Yoga. A weak malefic in the Kendra of the D10 chart is a Raj Yoga. By making it strong, you are destroying the Raj Yoga. You are writing beautiful answers. You are very intelligent people now. You will never suggest a gemstone of a weak malefic because, suppose there are 2 or 3 malefics looking at the lagna of your D10 chart. They were supposed to give you money. Malefics give a lot of money. Any malefic planet will give you a lot of money. And when you make him strong, he stops giving money and starts giving you conflicts. This is 100% guaranteed. A weak malefic is great. Okay? Another thing. Strong benefic in the Kendra. So if you have strong benefic in the Kendra, please do not recommend a gemstone for it as well. Because a strong benefic in the Kendra is a Raj Yoga. So you're not going to. So where are you giving the gemstone? You're giving the gemstones for weak benefics in the Kendra and strong malefics in the Kendra. You give them the gemstones. Should you? If you have a strong malefic, should you give the gemstone? No, because you're going to further make it strong. Okay, so don't do this mistake that I said, Guruji said, okay, you're not giving, a gemstone for a weak malefic. Okay, it's a Raj Yoga, it's a strong malefic. So let me give the gemstone, we'll pacify it. No, it will further make it strong. Do the dana, give the charity for a strong malefic. If you have weak malefics, it is very good. And if you have strong benefics, it is good. It is good. So there's a very huge remedy that I'm going to give you. If if you have a very strong malefic in the Kendra, which is troubling you, suppose you have an exalted Saturn, or you have a debilitated Venus in the Kendra, you want opposites, no? You want a weak malefic and a strong benefic to make a Raj Yoga. Am I clear? Agar koi confusion hai, you can ask me here. This principle is exactly opposite that you have in the D1. I'm sure you remember the principle of malefics and benefics of the D1. It's opposite here in the D10 at your work. So, suppose you have a very strong malefic and it's not giving you money. It's troubling you. It is in the Kendra. Then you have to go to the Vishnu Avatara associated with that planet and do the remedy. Am I clear? So who will write the Vishnu Avataras associated, the Dasha Avataras associated with the all 9 planets? Give me a list. Any lagna, every lagna, Amitesh, every lagna. Every lagna. So give me the list. Like I'll give you a hint. Shukra is Parshuram. For Venus, it is Parshurama. Of course, Kurma Avatar for Shani. Mangal Narsingh. You're doing great. Rahu Varaha. Correct. Jupiter. Vamana. Vamana Avatar is Jupiter. Gautam Buddha, Mercury. Ketu, Matsya. Sun is Sri Ram. Moon is Sri Krishna. Make a list and put it in the group. Then you go there. And this is for strong malefics. If you want to, suppress them, you have to go to that avatar and do the mantras. And if we have a weak malefic, a weak benefic, I'm sorry. For a weak benefic, where will you go? For a weak benefic, will you go to Vishnu? No, you'll go to Shiva. You'll go to Shiva. Now it's very, very technical, huh? For weak benefic, you have to go to Shiva. Okay? To make it what? To make it strong. If you want to make a planet strong, go to Shiva. If you want to destroy a planet which is very strong and troubling you, go to Vishnu. So what will you do for moon? What will you do for moon? Go to Shivalingam and offer Navedyam. What is Navedyam? Go to Shivalingam every day and offer food on the Shivalingam. Food. Bhog lagao Shivling ko every day. Sweets. Fruits. Make a halwa every day, little bit of, or make a kheer, that rice pudding. Offer nice, beautifully, purely made appam. Those rice chilas and rice rotis and everything. In Shravan month, we give here, see again Sparsh. I'm not talking of a planet. See, a weak Mars is good. It's a Raj Yoga in the D10. Okay? We're talking of weak benefics. You want to make them strong. So that is why I picked up Moon. For Jupiter, what will you do? If you have a debilitated Jupiter or a weak Jupiter, what will you do for Shiva? You will give flowers, garland. Okay? Every day you go and offer lot of flowers on Shivalingam. Every day without a disconnect. And there is a secret I want to speak in the ears of everyone today. You can also offer Rudraksha. Offering Rudraksha on a Shivling is a great Jupiter remedy. Did you see when you go to Somanath, the entire lingam is wrapped with Rudrakshas? They offer so much Rudrakshas in the Somanath to the lingam. That's Jupiter remedy. You'll be able to make a weak planet very, very strong. I mean, for D10, it is like this, but for any other planet which is weak for you and you need to make it stronger in any other chart, I mean, I can talk about all the 9 planets. For Jupiter, it is flowers. Yeah, Panchmukhi Rudraksha is, Shiva loves it. See, kesar, yellow things, haldi, turmeric, all these things are used. But Jupiter is flower. For Shivling, Jupiter is like a flower. For Mercury, it is Sugandha, fragrance. So for Mercury, you offer what? The best thing that you can offer for Mercury is a sandal paste. The best thing. The sandal paste, chandan paste. जो आप चंदन लगाते हो ना शिवलिंग पे, actually enhancing your Mercury. Red sandal, white sandal, whatever you want. When you offer white sandal, it is Lakshmi Narayan, Venus and Mercury together. Together. But Itra is also very good. Non-alcoholic perfume is also very, very good. So we've seen Jupiter, we've seen Mercury. What is for Venus? For Venus, it's clothes. Clothes. Offer a white dhoti to Shivling. Shiva loves two colors. Only two colors Shiva loves the most. One that you see in my head, and the second that you see on my t-shirt. This light blue is one color that Shiva loves the most. And that light blue color is the color of Ishana. It's the color of Akash, the sky. He loves that color the most. The sky is Shiva. It's just these two colors are his any day favorite colors. Light blue and white. I never knew that I'm wearing this and I'll talk about these colors. I seriously didn't know this. I didn't plan this conversation for this class. Honestly. Benefits we've talked about, right? Yeah, white cotton. Genev is also that. Even a white simple thread, suit thread is also Shukra. Giving a dhoti is a Shukra. Shiva loves it, the white color. So this is for, what will you give for your Lagna? For your ascendant? What do you give for your ascendant? Chahar Sahib. That, that you see that you do like this on a Gurudwara. That fisk that you do, on a Gurudwara, in a temple, that we do, that is known as Chahar Sahib. That's what we give for Lagna. Yeah, Chawal. You have many names for all these things. For Ketu, you give Dhwaja, flag. For Rahu, you give fan, Pankha. For Mars, you give a Deepak, or for Saturn, you give Dhupam. What do you give for Sun? Surya. Umbrella. Offer umbrella for Sun. Surya is umbrella. Shiva doesn't like wheat. Shiva loves to be hungry. Shiva doesn't like to eat. You ask Shiva, what do you want? An umbrella or you want some food? He'll say, give me an umbrella. Because, umbrella is where he thinks that the entire world is umbrella. Ketu is not bhang, Shantanu ji. Ketu is not bhang. Bhang is not associated with Ketu. No. You know what? Bhang is highly poisonous. You cannot consume it right away. You pluck it and you eat it, you're going to die. Bhang is extremely poisonous. Usko ragadna padta, usko dhona. You have to clean it. You have to take that stuff and then you either you smoke it or you eat it. Yeah, I gave these live remedies in Shiv Mahapuran class. So now you know the gemstones to be recommended. I hope you know the gemstone. You're wise enough.